question everything. You know, so when it comes to this Palestine-Israel conflict, United States, from the congressional report, have sent since 1946, they sent $124 billion for Israel military defense. $124 billion since 1946. The congressional report states. That's a lot of money, man, for military support. But Palestine's supposed to be the issue. It's highly interesting how that works. When Israelis get that much money to be able to build their military, but the Palestinians ain't getting money like that. So it makes you wonder who's the aggressor or the bully on this level of things when it comes to what's going on out there. But that's that, you know what I mean? My thing is, how they got so much money to give to people that look like them in this government, the ones that control the government. How they got so much money in the United States government, federal government, for everybody but the Aboriginal Negroes? We owe justice here in America. We join their militaries. We go to their schools. We take part in their empire that they set up on the backs of our people through many different heinous holocausts that they caused on our own people here in America. And they won't give us reparative justice. They won't give us reparations. And they won't give us a bill passed for protection against hate crimes here in America. To the point where they lie right in our face like Joe Biden did. He lied over 20 times or more just alone on what he said he'll do for the Aboriginal Negroes coming into office as the president. And he reneged on everything he said he was going to do. He ain't the first president. Obama and all them dudes did us all the same way. And my thing is, how can we be Aboriginal Negroes, supposedly citizens of America? You got to say supposedly because when you read the Constitution, it ain't really set up that way. But at the end of the day, we supposed to be a part of this United States, and we can't get no justice for the things that have been done to us by the United States. But they want us to play the game of feeling like we are equally being treated in this country. When we can't get resources for our own communities, we can't get bank loans to be able to open up businesses in our own community that represent small black businesses for our community. We can't be the leaders of our community economically and financially because of redlining and what they keep over our head with this economic oppression. But they got money for Ukraine, they got money for Israel, they got money for over here and over there, they got money for the illegal immigrants coming in. They can even come in the country legally and go stay at the police department. You can't jaywalk legally in America as the Aboriginal Negro without certain cops coming and infringing on you and really bringing harm to your body. Someone make sense of this. That we sitting here as Aboriginal Negroes of America on our own land, circumvented out of our land, mentally brainwashed out of our identities here of America, and at the same time trying to play the game of what they have locked us into here in this country, sitting in impoverished communities with no help from the government itself, when everybody else coming to the country and outside the country is getting help from the government. When the government is the ones who actually put us in a position we're in as a nation. How do that work? How do we join a military to help them, United States, go to other countries and combat other countries for terrorism and for all the atrocities they saying that other countries is doing to their people. But right here in the United States, this government don't got nothing for us for what they done to us and still doing to us to this day. They won't give us reparations to fix their problems that they done to us and on us, but they'll mass incarcerate us from being under those problems. How do that make sense for our people? We running around here today in 2023 like we forgot that the reason why we are not united and the reason why we're not together anymore and working together in the levels that we were in is not based on what we've been through. It's not based on all the attacks, whoopings and beatings and burnings that has happened to our people to disunify us, to destroy our economic sound ability to build ourselves up, our ability to protest. We act like it's our fault now that we've been abused here in America by United States government and the federal government and white militias and the KKK and everybody else. We done took on our own abuse. We done accepted it and blame ourselves for the abuse that we are under, even though we ain't never get no type of mental trauma or mental treatment on no levels to be able to help our people get over the lump of what has been done to our people. It's embedded in our blood. These atrocities is embedded in our nation's psyche for what has been done to us. And then they capitalize on it with some of the worst type of music they can put out to keep us against each other. They put out some of the worst type of people on their movie screens to act out some of the worst type of lifestyles to push on our people, like pimping and hoeing and robbing and stealing and selling drugs and all this stuff. Is a good way and a good avenue for our people. So they push it on all their movies, push it in all their shows, push it in all their radio stations with their gangster rap. How is that working out for us? Or don't y'all see that it's a trap to keep our children and our people thinking a certain and programmed a certain way to act a certain way, so that way we stay in this perpetual slums, ghettos, and hoods and an impoverished situation that they done put us in, because they put us in this situation. And now we revere it, we honor it, we sit around and act like it's an upliftment to us to be broke and have nothing, knowing that this country took everything from us and give buku dollars out to all other nations that look like themselves but don't got nothing for us. You don't have no thought for that, no feeling for that. You don't want to have a better life with more resources and more economic growth for your nation of people. You don't want that, because you're sitting around paying taxes and your tax dollars are funding their foreign affairs to everywhere else, and they won't give you none of your tax dollars for your own community. How do you feel about that, to be taxed, knowing that the money coming out your pocket going to other places to help people that look like them, the colonizers, but they won't help you right here in America for all the atrocities that they have done to you? But in turn, chasing your babies down in the ghetto, slums, and hoods that they put us in with their slave patrol police departments and locking them up, mass incarcerating them more than any other people, any other race in the world was getting put into prison right here in America. How do you feel about that? To be demonized on this level from a system that been demonizing you since they got here on this soil. Or you just don't care. You've been beat up and beat back so much by this system psychologically to where you just don't care no more. You done gave up. You done gave up the battle. You done gave up the reality to push on. What is it? What is it really? Because if we don't get from under this economic oppression, then you might as well say our people is crushed, and all we gonna ever be is what they're promoting us to be. And we see what that is. So with that, man, I don't get it. I just don't understand it. For that is the question. You let me know. Peace, peace.